My desire and my prayer every day is for somebody to take over leadership from President Paul Biya. He has been in office of 41 years plus, and he is very old, 91 years old. President Paul Biya does not have that strength again. He is not active because naturally somebody above 80 years or 75 years cannot be active or doing things that maybe the brain functioning or all the part functioning normally. There are some issues that usually comes with age, and President Paul Biya is not different from other people who are of old age. And that is why in all nations they set at an age of retirement, 65 in some countries, including Cameroon. But President Paul Biya is 91 years old, but still active and functioning as the president of a country. I presented a video some time ago talking about begging President Paul Biya to go home and sit so that he can be playing with his grandchildren, because they all have the same mentality. People above 90 or 80 years have the same mentality with children below 2 years. So that was the video I was pleading and begging President Paul Biya to go home. But recently I was thinking that if President Paul Biya leaves office today, who will replace President Paul Biya? I say, okay, there are many opposition parties in Cameroon. They can take over leadership from President Paul Biya. And yesterday something came up that who is prepared, or who in Cameroon, any opposition party that maybe have prepared or has prepared the civilians for the upcoming presidential election in 2025. I came to discover that none. And that is why I presented a video yesterday with some kind of height angrily. And then I'm seeing it clear that the CBDM will still be the one to rule Cameroon for another 7 years again. Because the problem in Cameroon is not President Paul Biya himself alone. The problem in Cameroon is this group of people called the CPDM, the elite, the traditional rulers, the politicians. These people at top government offices, they are the problem. The wicked people that President Paul Biya has selected for himself to form this party called the CPDM. I'm seeing it clear that they will still be the one to take over leadership, because they still hold on to that strategy that President Paul Biya has been using for all this year. And 2025 coming closer, and I am not seeing all the opposition party doing anything to see into it that nearly all civilians who are at the age of voting age, should register for election. From 2018 up to 2025 is 7 years. And if you calculate, you discover that 7 years have 2,555 days. If opposition parties were genuine and wish to take over power from President Paul Biya for these 2,555 days, they could have gone through nearly all the villages, begging and pleading people to register their name and registered their name on the voter card so that they can have their voter card. And even have time again to come back and do checking to see whether truly they have received their voter card and prepare to vote. This way they will have it. They will defeat the CPDM. But all the 368 opposition parties in Cameroon, all of them from 2018, look for a place, sit, waiting for 2025. And recently, they are coming up because 2025 is closer. They are now forcing people and begging people. Some are doing it. I still congratulate them. But are you sure that the voter card will be out before the election? Because the CBDN that I know can do anything, delay their card, so that at the die minute they will send those cards and confusions. They will take cards that is supposed to go to the littoral region and send it to maybe far north region. and take the one from the Far North region, send it, and all the confusions will be going on until the election will come and pass. But if all the opposition parties in Cameroon were putting things together from 2018, following up, they could have, maybe nearly all Cameroonians could have that with them, their voter card and everything. But yet they look for a place and sit. That is why I am still troubled. And I am lamenting within me, because even if President Paul Biya would retire, another wicked person from his government will take over power, from the CBDM will take over power, and the torture, the maltreatment, and the marginalization, the oppression and the repression will continue in Cameroon. So I am now crying, not blaming the wicked group called the CPDM, but blaming the opposition parties in Cameroon, because they are not intelligent. If you look critically, most of them are not qualified. They are just power mongers. Because when I look at what they were supposed to do, they did not do it, but they returned back to start doing it at the dying minute. I saw some photos circulating where some leaders of opposition parties are doing registration and asking people in city. What about those in the villages? If they say 1 million people registered in the village, the CBDN say it, in which not even up to 100 people register, will you deny it? Have you ever been in that village? No. This is where our problem is in Cameroon. And then I make a video yesterday angrily calling on all opposition parties to withdraw from the 2025 presidential election, so that it will be clear to all that Cameroon is a one-party system.